we're in St. Paul, Minnesota, mowing a lawn, and we're going to do a review of this Echo PB77H blower. Now, the first thing that I can tell you about this blower, in my opinion, I've used it for quite a few hours. This thing is a beast.
Actually, I was recording that.
When I use this thing, I can actually feel the torque. When I throttle it up, I can feel it shifting my body back. So if you guys are going to use a machine like this, it's got these padded weight straps on it. Cinch them up. Don't leave them loose hanging on and then throttle at full throttle all at once, because it'll take you for a loop, which is kind of fun technically.
No, but I mean, could you actually feel it? So when you strap it up,
it pulls me back if I do it all the way.
I know. I've noticed that I got to have the straps tight, and if I throttle it up, I can actually feel it torquing my body.
It does.
Yeah, which is not bad. I mean, when you're buying a blower,
that's why I said it's powerful.
you want power.
Hey Jake, you've used this blower more than anybody else. What are your thoughts on this thing?
Works good, runs good. I mean, it's got a lot of power. You can clean out rock beds and grass and all that stuff.
Hold it steady. Okay, so tell me what you've ran this thing over and over again, day after day, time after time. You weigh like $120, and this thing weighs 26 pounds. How does it feel? How easily can you handle this thing?
It's hard to pick up off the ground, but when it's on my back already, it's not that difficult to work with. It's pretty easy.
So even though this weighs almost 20% of your body weight, you can strap it on and just walk along with it without too much problem, without too much issue?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy though.
I want to show you how this thing, I know you guys know blowers, so don't get me wrong, but I'm going to show you how this thing sets up. So this button right here is your off. You click it once. Now you're in the starting position. And then this is your throttle. So when you want to throttle up, you can just idle it and you can blow all day long. When you really want to get her going, you just throttle it all the way down and get ready for the hurricane.
Real lightweight. It's just kind of like carrying a backpack.
So one of the things, it's almost deceptively light. This is what I've noticed about this blower, is it's actually kind of heavy. I'm going to look up the specs and see how heavy it really is. But it's so well balanced that it doesn't really feel like you're carrying anything. You know, my 17-year-old daughter can carry this thing around, and but the thing is you carry it around all day long. At the end of the day, you feel it.
Yeah.
But you don't realize it's one of those things that kind of sneaks up and punches you in the gut. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's pretty heavy though.
It's pretty. Well, tell me a little bit more about that.
Like
what do you
after a while, it gets heavy and my back kind of hurts.
Interesting. So what you don't know is I had the same conversation with Jake. It's almost deceptively heavy because it's so well balanced, but it still has, you know, the sheer weight.
It still like brings it down.
Yeah, it just kind of wears you down by the end of the day. What else do you? If you were going to change anything on the design of this thing, what would it be?
I would
Change
make
or
it
make
lighter.
better? That's it?
Yeah. And this thing, what is it? The pulley thing, where you like pull it to start it. This thing, it's like really hard to do. Like I can't hold it and do it because it's heavy and this is too hard. So I'd make this easier because I have to like stand up there and yank it with like all my weight.
So did you start it in the back of the truck, or did you start it on the ground?
Well, because I had to put it on my back from there, so I'd get on the truck and then start it.
Okay, so you can't really pick it up very easily off the ground.
No, I would try. I would try to like hold it and start it, so I wouldn't have to put it on the ground and then pick it all the way back up. But I can't do that.
I love this. I love this blower. I mean, it starts great, runs great, but what would you say they could do better to make it better? Anything?
Other than the weight, that's about it. I mean, there's not. It works great.
Yeah,
Any flaws with it.
I'm gonna agree with you. The weight and the ability to start it on your own without.
Yeah,
But hey, I don't know of one yet that does it. I noticed, so we've got 1 season on this one. I've noticed that it's kinking right in here. Looks like that's a simple replacement part, but little things. After 1 season, it still seems to hold up pretty well. I don't see any major problems. It's not giving us any issues starting or running, is it?
no, not at all.
All the basic components are working well.
How about starting it itself? Did it simple every time, or did it
Well,
ever
I
give
don't-
you problems?
My arms are very strong, so it's pretty difficult for me. But if I put my whole weight into it and like go like this, then I can.
You can get it started?
Yeah. It has to
And
be like on the ground.
one
though.
pull, 2 pulls, 10 pulls, or
1 or 2.
1 or 2
Give or
pulls? You,
take, 1 or 2.
you can't beat that. You got a powerful machine that starts up right away. It's well balanced, so that when you're wearing it, it's almost deceptively heavy. But you do have volume on your back. You do have weight. And so after you're wearing it for 5, 6, 10 hours, you go home, you're tuckered. Plain and simple.
Yep.
You're tired out. One of you guys is going to get rich doing this, and I'm going to be the first person to buy it, is the ability to start the blower while you're wearing it instead of starting it when it's off your back. So what I'm referring to is there's no way for me to get this thing fired up right now. So I pull it off, bring the throttle over. Here it's stopped. Here it's ready to go. 1 pull. So the grip is adjustable. The grip that controls the blower hose is adjustable, and by simply undoing the wing nut, you can slide up the grip. You can slide it up into place, or you can pull it back. You can get it set for the right place. Why don't you put it on, Jake, and show them how adjustable that is. I'll get you fired up. So you get it into your comfort zone where it fits your arm. That's what I'm saying. They've got it so it's pretty easy to get this thing set up, so it just slides on like a glove. Tighten it up. You're ready to go. Let's fire you up. You ready? This is probably the best blower that I've ever had.
Are we done?
Thank you.